creativity. According to the Oxford Dictionary, the word can be defined as the use of imagination or original ideas to create something, or inventiveness. The thing is, defining creativity by the book seems to go against everything that creativity is, a way to go against the rules and be free in your process. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, especially with the times that we found ourselves in. And in truth, creativity is such a weird thing. We need it most and are seeking the best ways to creatively solve a problem, come up with an idea, or just create something amazing. It vanishes, hidden away from our sight. But yet, when we never seem to need it, it strikes, overwhelming us so much so that we'll be lying awake at 2 a.m., unable to sleep, and with nothing left to do and creativity to explore, we find ourselves making toilet paper sculptures. The thing is, creativity itself is strange, and the term will get thrown around a lot with no one really knowing what it actually means. And teachers will often hand out a project and require that their students should be creative with it. We're often told that when you're hit with a hard problem and you're unable to solve it, that you should just be creative and play with it. Or that one thing that you made in grade 3 that was really creative and your parents loved it so much that they put it up on the fridge. And now every time you want to make a sandwich, you stare at it with absolute confusion. The thing is, creativity cannot be defined by me, nor can it be defined by you. And in fact, I don't really think many people can describe what creativity is. We all feel it within us, and we know what it is like. But what is creativity really? It is said that the amateurs wait for their inspiration and creativity to strike, whereas the pros will get up, go to work, and make shit happen. But we all know what it is like to experience a creative drought for what can feel like days to even months. Whether you believe in this previous statement or not, there are times where no matter how hard you try, this thing that we call creativity does not even budge, and we are left stranded, floating adrift out to sea. Then, almost like a guardian angel, a brief moment of creativity can strike. It may not be much, but it's just enough to give us some direction and keep us going. We hold on to this so delicately, afraid that it might leave us again. But yet, within those brief moments, we all manage to create some amazing things. We all have our own creative processes, and it's about running one that will work for you. Whether that is meditating 10 minutes before you sit down to work or listening to your favorite playlist. For some, these help get the juices flowing, but for me, I can never seem to get it right. Sometimes I am neck deep drowning in ideas. I frantically write them down in the hopes that when the drought arrives, I am able to refer back to this list and hopefully get something. Anything. However, the drought will make itself very evident, but the creativity is still elusive. The list that I made not too long ago seems bland, and as I look over the ideas, I struggle to see how I can make something like that happen, or even if the idea itself is any good, leaving me stranded once again. It is here that I've discovered that our resistance to creativity lies deeper than we think. I'm talking about the ability to value your own work and art. Often us as photographers, creators, designers, us as creatives, we often sell ourselves as well as our ideas short, believing that what we have currently made or plan to make is not good enough. That the next thing will be our best, and the next, and the cycle will continue indefinitely, leaving us in a place where we are never truly satisfied, either with ourselves or our current piece of work, resulting in a state where our creativity runs low and our inspiration becomes hard to find. For me, I've never been satisfied with what I make or who I am. Once I finish a project, whether it be for college or for passion, I store it away and I'm swiftly moving on to the next, never stopping to acknowledge that what I made was amazing and I should be proud of my work. I never truly appreciate the process of making such awesome pieces of work, or even acknowledging the fact that what I've made is amazing, or even though I dare say it, good enough. This has stemmed from my own personal life, where I've never truly been satisfied with who I am. I knew that I could always do better and be better, leaving me in a place where I was never happy and always believing that there was something more and something better. I could never be satisfied. This was ultimately my resistance to happiness. Because in truth, happiness is where you are now, or it is nowhere at all. Until you give up on the idea that happiness is somewhere else, it will never be where you are. Thus, my message to you, my fellow creators, artists and dreamers, is to just create. Let the creativity dip and flow and the inspiration duck and weave. Be grateful that you have such a skill, a talent, and a passion to be able to fulfill and move forward with your ideas. Enjoy the moments of creativity and inspiration. Don't question these moments or resist them. Just be present within them. Enjoy the process of being creative and making some incredible pieces of work. Learn to fall in love with the current piece of work that you're creating, whether you are happy with it or not, because without you, that piece would never have existed. You made that happen. Immerse yourself in the process and begin to love the dance of creating rather than the podium of finishing. And when it is all over, take a moment of stillness, and in that moment truly admire and appreciate what you have made, whether you have succeeded or failed in what you set out to do, because true enjoyment and fulfillment came from the actual process itself, not from the final product. And after all, happiness is a dance, a true enjoyment of the moment, and not a journey or a destination.
This concludes the program.